reality, it's like supposed to be like 4 years. And when you go, you're not allowed to ever come back and see your family or friends or anything else. You're literally starting to colonize another planet. And it's, as I said, it's not like it's going to be some like vacation, like going to Puerto Rico or, Turks and Caicos or something. It's going to be a space mission. And you're going to have to learn how to adapt to a brand new planet and a new way of living. So, not for me at all. No. So, I would much rather live here where I can live in my house and have nice trees and pretty sky and oxygen I can breathe without a fucking spacesuit and all that than have to go to fucking Mars just because I don't like it here or I feel like I'm an alien or something. I mean, I don't really know why someone would choose to do that and leave planet Earth in order to colonize another planet. I guess just out of curiosity. I mean, if they're scientific or whatever, I get it. They're scientists. But I mean, just a regular average Joe or Jane to actually go there and do that is just, it's beyond me. I guess if you're an orphan or something, it doesn't really matter. Or if you have no family or friends. But I mean, for most human beings, it would be very difficult to do that. I could never do that. I certainly could never do that. And even if I had all my family and my friends with me coming with me, I just would not want to be there. I mean, I don't like to go camping, much less, on a fucking planet like Mars. I mean, no, thank you. So it just seems a little weird. But the thing is also is that we have like an international treaty that no one can actually colonize the planet, that it's actually going to just be like it's going to be like, you can't actually lay claim to it as a country or anything whenever whoever goes in there first or whatever, which we assume is going to be the United States. But anyway, back to the movie. The movie The Martian with Matt Damon is a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It wasn't boring to me at all. And it really did keep me interested. Now, a lot of people are saying it's gotten a lot of really great reviews and New York Times and a lot of great critics reviews and people who've seen it like it. It's very popular. It made $50 million this weekend. This is like the second week it's been open, I think. So it's done very, very well. However, people are saying like Andy Cohen, whom I like sometimes, but I mean, sometimes he gets on my fucking nerves because I was listening to Radio Andy in the car earlier on Sirius XM, and he was talking about this movie, and he was saying about how stupid it was and how he didn't like it and blah, blah, blah. I mean, he says a lot of stuff about a lot of movies and things that I just don't agree with anyway. So it wasn't like a big surprise to me that I disagree with him about this movie. But I will tell you, it's a good movie if you're looking for a deeper movie, a movie with deeper meaning, and not necessarily hitting you on the head and the face with meaning, but you can discern the meaning yourself, the emotional side of it and the other side of it. It's a fun movie. It's a good movie. It's got some funny moments as well. And I think it's worth the watch. So definitely check out The Martian with Matt Damon if you haven't seen it yet, because I really, really recommend it. If you like real good movies. If you like shitty, crappy movies like, I don't know, like Dumb and Dumber or something, you probably won't like The Martian. Anyway, the other thing I want to talk about is American Horror Story. Okay, so this premiered last week. And I don't know, you should all know this by now, but I'm a huge, and have been for many, many years now, long before he was ever even really well known or recognized. I've been a huge fan of Matt Bomer. Matt Bomer is an actor. He's from Texas. He's gay. He's openly gay, married to a very high-powered Hollywood PR press guy or publicist or something, or I don't know. I can't remember what his husband does, but he's very powerful and very rich. Anyway, and they have kids and everything. And anyway, I just think he's a beautiful man, of course, as many people do. And but not just the way he looks, but also his personality. He has a great, like, kind personality, and he's just kind of the boy next door. So I love him. Anyway, so he and Lady Gaga are starring in this year's installment of American Horror Story, and they play this couple, this very unorthodox couple that are essentially vampires. I mean, I don't know if they're vampires. They're supposed to be just bloodsuckers or what, because they're trying to say young or some shit. I don't know. But they're essentially, I mean, I'm not sure they're vampires, but they act like vampires because they go out in the daytime and all that shit. So it's not like a normal vampire movie. So I think they're just like blood-sucking weirdo, like sociopaths or something. But anyway, or ghosts or something. Anyway, you'll see. You have to watch it. I'm going to give too much away. But anyway, there's a lot of blood in this. Okay, tons of blood. I mean, this is like unapologetic Ryan Murphy just saying, okay, you're saying I don't go far enough for the show. I'll show you how fucking far I can go. And it is like bloody and gross. And I had to turn my head away so many times because it was so gross. And I have never like been into vampires anyway. Like I like the Twilight movies, so they were okay. But other than that, I've never been into vampires. I've never been a vampire type of a guy. So this show fucking is just anyway, it's fucking crazy. But they always are. But it's great acting and it's definitely worth watching. I liked the first episode. Hopefully the rest of the season will be as good. A lot of questions left after the first episode, but definitely don't go into room 64. That's all I have to tell you about that. Then, of course, there's Justin Bieber's schlong. Okay, so we've had this whole few days of the whole tweet that's rocked the world or whatever about him being on vacation and on a boat or something. Anyway, and you can see his penis pretty clearly through a zoom lens that somebody took from afar, and it's an okay size penis. It's not like enormous, and it's not like tiny at all. It's not like huge either. It's just like, I'd say it's above average. That's what I'd say. And it was nice. I mean, it looks okay. Whatever, fine. It's a penis, big deal. I've seen plenty of them, so it's like, whatever. You've seen one, you've seen them all. But people are the weirdest thing about it is his dad. His father, the man who gave, not gave birth to him, but the man who fathered him, or, his seed made him a man or whatever, made him become human or whatever, he tweeted out that he said, "My God, what do you feed that thing? Proud Papa." I mean, isn't that a little weird to you? I just think it's a little strange that your own father would comment on the size or the beauty of your penis. And he said, "What a beaut," I think is what he said too. I think it's just a little weird. A lot of people have been talking about this and saying it's a little strange that his father would say something like that. Of course, his father also, is strange and weird anyway. But so I don't know if it's like really a big deal to most people, but I find it to be pretty odd. I would never want my parents to see or discuss in any manner the size of my penis or the beauty of it or whatever he said. I mean, I think it's weird, and most parents would not do that. So anyway, they're talking about that and how bizarre that whole thing is. I find it to be weird. Speaking of penises, by the way, there's a new sex toy called the Auto Blow 2. And if you are single or I don't know, maybe if you're married or something, or I don't know, handicap, I don't know, whatever the reason you would need one, but whatever the reason you want to get a sex toy that can blow you essentially the way a human would, it's this like sleeve, those sleeves like flesh jacks or whatever, that's what they're called. But it's like that, but this is actually mechanical, and you plug it in the wall, and it actually simulates oral sex. And it actually goes up and down and jerks you off the same way an actual human would as well, with their mouth or whatever. So anyway, if you're interested in finding out about that, you can get one for $60 off by going to, what was the name of the site? Oh my God, I saw it earlier. Hold on. Gaily Grind. If you go to the Gaily Grind site and you look up what's it called? Auto Blow 2, they'll give you $60 off by buying it today. So go buy yours today if you're interested in it. I've never really been a person who's into toys. I've never been a toy kind of gay guy. I've known a lot of gay guys who are into toys and or they're dildos or these kinds of things or whatever. I prefer the real thing. I've always preferred the real thing. I've never been a toy person. Like, have you seen those Skintastic things? I've talked about it on my show a while back. They're called Skintastic, and they're like these sex dolls you can buy, and they're like really realistic looking with real human hair, and they feel real. The skin, the eyes, everything looks real. And they have the penises, and they have anuses and mouths and everything else. Anyway, I always found those to be so bizarre. But I mean, whatever floats your boat. I'm not judgmental about it. It's like, I don't care. If somebody wants to do any of that, that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. It's just never been my thing. I mean, if I'm going to hook up with a fake doll, I'd rather have a real person instead of a fake doll. So I guess some people I don't really know the real reason why someone would really want to use that. I guess either they're insecure and they don't feel like they can actually get a real person, or they're such a control freak they can't actually connect with a real person, so they get a doll so they control and can tell what to do all the time. Or maybe they're like handicapped or something. I don't know. But whatever floats your boat, people. If it turns you on, more power to you. And the last thing is, let's say something about something else. My memoir is almost done. By the way, I'm almost finished with the first draft. By the way, I've been talking about it for about 2 years now. I've been writing it for about 5 or 6, and I'm getting there. I'm writing a little bit on every single day, and I certainly want you all to read it when it's complete. I'm going to publish it, or have it published rather, and see where it goes. But I wanted to let you know that it's getting close to done, so I should be finishing it this December. Is my goal is to finish the first draft in December, and then after that, I'll do the editing and the rewriting. And so by the time I turn 41 in June of next year, I should have it ready to go to publishing and everything ready for that. So when it comes out, if you're listening to my show, I'll definitely give you a big discount on the book if you want to buy it, if you want to. But there's a lot of interesting things in there in my book about my life and about why I am the way I am and who I am. And there's the good, the bad, and the ugly in there. A lot of sexual stuff in there, a lot of really explicit sexual stuff. So if you're into that, there's some of that as well. There's a lot of painful memories and a lot of happy ones. But I think if you read that book, you'll have a better understanding of who I am as a person and why I am the way I am. And it's a good read. Anyway, I think it's gonna be a good read when I'm done with it. I think it's getting there, and it's I've reread it a million times. You're not supposed to really do that until you're finished with the first draft, but I think it's good, and I think it will be something interesting. So if you're interested in that, I'll be sure to let you know about it when it comes around next year. So I want to say thanks for listening to the Offlimits Show. I'll be back Tuesday with Christian and Jason and myself on the Gay XYZ show. Be sure to go to gayxyz.com to find out more about us and that show there, and all of our latest episodes are available there. And be sure to call into the show if you like at the call-in number on Tuesday as well. We take live calls. So we hope to see you then. If you want to find out more about me, go to offlimitsshow.com. I'll be back later in the week. Thanks for listening, and you all have a great evening.